Imagine a world hidden from view, a realm veiled in secrecy and opulence, a place where the extraordinary is commonplace and the unimaginable is reality. A world of shimmering gold and polished marble, where every surface reflects wealth and power. It's a place where the finest materials are meticulously crafted into breathtaking displays of artistry and grandeur. This is the very real world of Kim Jong-un, a world largely unseen by outsiders, a world of carefully constructed appearances, a universe away from the grainy images we see of North Korea, the images that depict a nation struggling with poverty and isolation. While his people endure hardship, facing daily challenges and limited opportunities, he lives in a bubble of unimaginable luxury, a world of extravagance and privilege that few can even fathom. Shielded from the realities of the nation he rules, protected by layers of security and unwavering loyalty, his life is a performance of absolute power, a carefully orchestrated display of authority and control. A declaration that he is different, even divine, elevated above the common man by birthright and destiny. Private cinemas equipped with the latest technology and plush seating, sprawling estates, vast landscapes meticulously manicured and maintained, and every whim catered to, with a staff of dedicated servants anticipating his every need. This is his reality, a world of unparalleled comfort and privilege. The silence of his palaces is broken only by the laughter of his chosen few, the elite inner circle who share in his lavish lifestyle. A stark contrast to the quiet desperation outside, the silent suffering of a nation struggling to survive. His fortune is hidden in secret accounts, shielded from scrutiny and beyond the reach of ordinary citizens. But its evidence is everywhere, subtly woven into the fabric of his daily life. The designer watch on his wrist, a symbol of status and wealth, the fleet of Mercedes limousines, a display of power and extravagance. North Korea preaches self-reliance, urging its citizens to embrace austerity and self-sufficiency. Yet its leader embodies global excess, indulging in the finest products from around the world. Every public appearance is choreographed, meticulously planned, to project an image of strength and control. Projecting strength and benevolence, a carefully crafted persona designed to inspire loyalty and obedience. But behind the cameras he is isolated, separated from the realities of the world by layers of privilege and power, a prisoner in his own golden cage, trapped by the very system he has created. The world he has built is not just a home, it's not merely a place of residence, it is a fortress, a heavily guarded sanctuary designed to protect him from perceived threats, designed to protect him from enemies, both real and imagined, both internal and external, and the truth of his own country, the harsh realities of life for the vast majority of North Koreans. His existence is a carefully managed illusion, a performance crafted to maintain his grip on power. The luxury is not just comfort, it's not simply about enjoying the finer things in life, it's a tool of control, a means of reinforcing his authority and maintaining his position. This is the paradox at the heart of North Korea, the fundamental contradiction that defines the nation. A nation of sacrifice ruled by a man of boundless indulgence, a leader who demands unwavering loyalty while living in unparalleled luxury. North Korea, a land shrouded in mystery, is often perceived as a monolithic entity, but the reality is far more complex, far more fractured. There are, in essence, two North Koreas, one meticulously crafted for Kim Jong-un and his loyalists, a world of unimaginable privilege, and another, a starkly different existence, endured by the vast majority of the population. In Kim's meticulously curated world, the sun always shines, illuminating a landscape of opulent excess. Tables overflow with imported delicacies, a testament to the regime's ability to procure the finest things, regardless of the cost to its people. For Kim and his inner circle, pleasure is endless, a constant stream of lavish parties and extravagant displays of wealth. For his inner circle, life is a billionaire's playground, a world of private jets, luxury cars, and sprawling estates, all symbols of their unwavering loyalty. But for millions of ordinary North Koreans, life is a daily struggle for survival, a constant battle against poverty and oppression. Their days are filled with hard labor, often under grueling conditions, and their reward is meager rations, barely enough to sustain them. They live in crumbling apartments, a constant reminder of the regime's neglect and their own precarious existence. A simple bowl of rice, a staple in most cultures, is a luxury in North Korea, a precious commodity that many can only dream of. Meat is a rare treat, an almost mythical delicacy that appears on their tables only on the most special of occasions. While Kim sips champagne, indulging in the finest wines and spirits the world has to offer, many are forced to drink from contaminated rivers, risking their health with every sip. His children play with the latest gadgets, enjoying a childhood of unparalleled privilege and access to every imaginable toy, while ordinary children may not even have shoes for winter, facing the harsh cold with bare feet. This is not just inequality, a simple disparity in wealth, it's a chasm, a seemingly unbridgeable gulf between a god-king and his subjects, a divide that defines every aspect of life in North Korea. The regime's power depends on this division, on maintaining the illusion of Kim's divinity and the people's unwavering loyalty. The suffering of the many directly funds the luxury of the few, a system of exploitation that perpetuates the cycle of poverty and oppression. The two North Koreas are inseparable, inextricably linked in a twisted dance of power and subservience. One cannot exist without the other. The opulence of the elite is directly dependent on the deprivation of the masses. The leader's wealth is built directly on the poverty of his people, a stark and brutal reality that the regime desperately tries to conceal. Propaganda, a constant barrage of carefully crafted messages, hides this truth, attempting to paint a picture of unity and prosperity. But the contrast is everywhere, a glaring contradiction that is impossible to ignore, even within the tightly controlled borders of North Korea. The regime's survival depends on keeping this divide unbridgeable, on preventing the people from realizing the true extent of their oppression. It is a cruel, enduring truth at the heart of the Hermit Kingdom, a system of inequality and oppression that has persisted for far too long. Kim Jong-un doesn't simply have a home. The concept of a single residence seems almost trivial when considering the scale of his personal real estate holdings. Instead, he presides over a kingdom of palaces, a network of opulent estates strategically positioned across North Korea. There are at least a dozen lavish compounds scattered throughout the country, each meticulously designed and maintained. These aren't just houses, they are sprawling estates strategically scattered across North Korea, often nestled in secluded, picturesque locations. Each one is a monument to his ego, a physical manifestation of absolute power and control. These estates, heavily guarded and off-limits to ordinary citizens, represent an exclusive world of privilege. The interiors are lavishly appointed, filled with marble, shimmering gold, and the finest European luxury furnishings, creating an atmosphere of unparalleled opulence. Take, for example, the Ryongseong residence, which is more than just a home, it's a fortress. It's complete with a network of underground tunnels ensuring the leader's safety and security, and for convenient and discreet travel, a private railway station is at his disposal. These palaces aren't just residences, they are self-contained worlds designed to cater to every conceivable need and desire. They feature private cinemas, sparkling swimming pools, and grand banquet halls, all meticulously maintained. Each element is carefully designed for both pleasure and absolute secrecy, ensuring a life of unparalleled comfort and control. Invitations to these exclusive retreats are highly coveted, serving as powerful rewards for unwavering loyalty. These gatherings subtly reinforce his power and influence over the nation's elite, solidifying his position at the apex of power. The sheer magnificence of these palaces is deliberately intended to awe and intimidate, projecting an image of unassailable authority. It serves as a constant, visual reminder to all of his absolute authority and unquestioned power. The cost of maintaining this lifestyle is astronomical, a figure that is difficult to even comprehend. This extravagant spending diverts crucial resources from essential public services like hospitals and schools, leaving them chronically underfunded. The funds are instead channeled towards acquiring Italian marble and state-of-the-art German appliances for his palaces. Each palace stands as a stark testament to the regime's distorted priorities, where personal luxury trumps the well-being of the nation. The ruler's comfort and personal gratification are placed above all else, regardless of the cost to the people. They are gilded monuments built on national sacrifice, a constant reminder of the vast disparity between the ruling class and the general population. For the vast majority of North Koreans, these places are nothing more than rumors, whispered in hushed tones. They are visible only as distant, forbidden silhouettes on the horizon, representing an unattainable world of privilege. The palaces stand as stark symbols of enforced poverty and extreme privilege, a visual representation of the deep inequalities that plague North Korean society. Kim Jong-un's luxury extends far beyond his palaces. His private jet, Air Force One is a flying office refitted for comfort and command. On the seas, he sails in multi-million-dollar yachts, floating palaces with pools and lavish interiors. Friends and family, including foreign celebrities, join him for beach parties and jet skis. On land, he rides in armored Mercedes limousines, smuggled in defiance of sanctions. These vehicles are rolling fortresses, symbols of untouchable status. Each car, yacht, and flight is a message. He is above the law, able to acquire anything he desires. For ordinary North Koreans, these luxuries are distant myths. The gap between his world and theirs is vast and growing. Food is the ultimate symbol of North Korea's divide. While millions face hunger, Kim Jong-un dines on global delicacies: Kobe beef, caviar, and imported cheeses. Special agents source luxury foods worldwide, bypassing sanctions for his table. His chefs prepare international cuisines, a stark contrast to the state's self-reliance ideology. Lavish banquets are political tools, rewarding loyalty among the elite. Access to these feasts binds officials to the regime, making them complicit in a system that starves the many. For most, eating is survival. For Kim, it's indulgence. His expanding waistline is a silent testament to the regime's hypocrisy. The act of eating reveals the two worlds within North Korea's borders. Kim Jong-un's wealth is his primary weapon of control. Loyalty is bought through a patronage system, the palace economy. The elite receive luxury apartments, imported cars, and access to exclusive shops. Their children study abroad, gifts and cash flow freely. This system creates fierce competition, keeping officials focused on pleasing the leader. Falling out of favor means losing everything: privilege, status, even safety. The ultimate reward is access to Kim himself. An invitation to his palace or yacht signals supreme favor. This access is more valuable than any material gift. The elite's fortunes are tied to his, ensuring their loyalty. The regime's stability depends on this web of privilege and fear. Kim has perfected this system using state wealth as his personal slush fund. The result? A loyal buffer of elites who will do anything to protect the status quo. How does Kim Jong-un afford his billionaire lifestyle in a broken economy? The answer: a shadowy network of illicit activities run by Office 39, the Kim family's personal bank. North Korea exports coal and minerals, evading sanctions through black market deals. Profits flow directly to the leader, not the people. The regime sells weapons worldwide, from rifles to missiles, in violation of international law. State-sponsored hackers steal millions through cybercrime. Forced labor abroad brings in more cash, with workers' wages confiscated by the state. Front companies operate globally, laundering money for the regime. It's a criminal enterprise on a national scale, funding luxury while the country starves. Kim Jong-un's luxury is matched only by his paranoia. Every palace and vehicle is designed for security. He lives in interconnected fortresses. The Ryongseong residence is surrounded by electric fences, minefields, and elite guards. Underground bunkers and tunnels can withstand nuclear attack, ensuring his survival. His travel is shrouded in secrecy: convoys of identical limousines, an armored train with cleared tracks. This extreme caution reveals his fear of assassination and deep distrust. The entire country is a giant bunker, sealed off by militarized borders and surveillance. Fear is both his shield and his tool of control. His personal security mirrors his national strategy: rule through isolation and intimidation. The regime's fortress mentality keeps both the leader and the nation imprisoned. In North Korea, security is built on concrete, steel, and fear. Kim Jong-un's billionaire lifestyle is a modern tragedy. He has everything, except the genuine respect of his people. His power, built on fear and bribery, is brittle and isolating. The gap between his life and his people's is a moral failure. True leadership is measured by the well-being of your people, not the size of your yacht. A leader who hides in bunkers is not strong, he is afraid. North Korea's system elevates one family while treating millions as disposable. The lesson is timeless. Unchecked power without empathy leads to ruin. A nation's true wealth is found in the health and freedom of its people. The golden palaces are a glittering facade hiding a rotten core. Real strength is building a just society, not a fortress. That is the true measure of leadership. And it is a test Kim Jong-un, for all his wealth, has utterly failed.